I think we're all born in Korea, and we all grew up in the Bay Area in Cupertino.
We all went to Monte Vista High School, Cupertino.
Yeah, like I was the cool kid, and Young was like
The band guy.
He was like in band camp.
I was the ASB guy.
So basically, one day I was watching TV, and someone gave a shout out on like Leno about the Korean taco movement. So I was like, damn, like why didn't I think of something like that? So I literally was like, how else can I put Korean flavors into like a familiar form? So I figured everybody loves Korean barbecue, everybody loves sausages, so why not put the two together? So I literally went on YouTube that night, learned how to make a sausage, went to Bed Bath & Beyond and bought a $99 sausage
with
maker.
your 20% off coupon,
Yes,
of course,
my
right?
coupon. And then literally I was just pumping out sausages like every night for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
So how do we get on the show?
We got onto the Great Food Truck Race by submitting a video. The video was very specific on what we had to do. We had to cook, we had to demonstrate a recipe. We didn't do any of that. We were ourselves, you know, and we just showed that we were very passionate with what we did. We take, you know, the food industry seriously, but at the same time, we like to have fun with it, you know. And I think so many people get caught up with like just doing stuff just because they have to do stuff. And this was a passion project for us, and we put our heart into it. And I think Food Network really just saw that in us, and we got selected the next day. And the moment when I realized that this was something special was when we were on the show. We were in Amarillo, Texas. There was no Korean markets. We couldn't get kimchi, but you know, we made these flavors and these recipes, and they got it. They loved it. And it's like I didn't even think that we'd survive this city, but we actually ended up becoming first place in that episode, and people loved our food. And that's when I was like, America's ready for, you know, Korean flavors.
We definitely did not expect to win the whole thing.
No, I did.
Did you?
I did.
Well, I mean, we said, look, let's just get past the first episode. We never ran a food truck before, so you know, here we are on a food truck getting a crash course. But you know, towards the middle, and we're like, we could win this thing. So you know, we bunkered down and we gave it our all, and we ended up winning the whole thing.
No, I totally remember. Like, let's just try to get it past halfway point, and let's not make like complete fool of ourselves, right?
No, I thought we were going to lose on the first episode
in LA. But I think after we won the first two cities, the third city, we're like, I think we could do this, you know. And then after that, you know,
I have to give a shout out to Phil Yu from Angry Asian Man, because we actually did utilize a lot of social media to gather people to Boston and all these random places, and he helped mobilize a lot of people to those areas. And so we have to give a huge thanks to Phil and PK and Guy and all these people that really supported us. People had no idea what we're doing. We were like on a food truck show. We're like, come out. But you know, it's just the testament to just like the mobility and the togetherness of the Asian community. I thought that was awesome. You know, if they didn't help us, I mean, that Boston show, that episode was just, we made a killing that day. So.
By the way, we won 6 out of 7 episodes, so.
Just saying.
Well, I think technology and social media play a huge part in the growth of Asian food. Yep. Like when you think Chinese food now in America, that's not real Chinese food, you know? Like no, like.
Wait, orange chicken is not Chinese?
No. And then like, you know, like Japanese food. But like, I think, especially with Korean food, it's very fortunate in like this huge like explosion of like Korean food and Korean culture. It's because of social media. Now people are more educated like throughout the whole world about not just food, but culture and whatnot. So, you know, we especially want Korean food to be like, you know, the next hot food, which it is. You know, I think it is.
I Campaign is great because it's not just only dedicated to actors and just people in media, but people in food. You know, Asians, we're very multidimensional, but we've only been portrayed a certain way. And so it's great to have people in food, media, arts, all be represented in a very like, you know, just humanistic way. I think we're getting a lot more people in media. And if people could just look at us and be like, hey, these guys could, you know, make it in the food industry, I mean, that's an awesome feeling, you know? And so we want more of this representation. We want people to take chances. We took a huge chance and pursued a Korean sausage business, and who thought we would make it, you know? But just make that first step, and I think it's very empowering.
I think a lot of people are so focused on like what other people think of themselves, or hey, this person thinks of me this way, but it's like, it's so powerful. It's like, I am, and you like makes you really think. You think about what other people say, but it's like, sometimes you need to just pause, take a step back and say, I am, and then a lot of people don't know, you know? So, you know, I think if you just start thinking I am, you know, that's the first step in figuring out what you want to be, what excites you, what motivates you, and really like who you're going to become in the future, you know? And I think that's very powerful.
I am Chris, by the way.
I am Ted, by the way.
Look, To be honest, like when we first started this business, like, you know, we didn't think about being people's role models and stuff like that. When we started this whole Seoul Sausage Company, we just wanted to bring good food to good people. And then we got on some shows and we did like a lot of stuff in the media, and you know, like in a blink of an eye, like we just became these role models without even asking to be role models. And like Seoul Sausage Company is not just a sausage company anymore. It's like, you know, we want to be ambassadors to Korean food. We want to be ambassadors of, look, if you love what you're doing, go do it, because you know we're breaking barriers too. Like we're like, you know, when we first started this company, we went against our parents' backs. You know, they shunned us for a little bit, but at the end of the day, they love us the most. They're our biggest fans, and we want to show everybody else in the world that, look, if we can do it, like seriously, if we can do it, like, because I'm not that smart. I don't know how these guys, but seriously, we're not the sharpest knives in the drawer, okay?
Just this guy.
But like literally, like I must emphasize, like you hear this all the time. If we can do it, like so can you.
I'm doing my best to push myself as an actor and push myself as an Asian American actor to get myself out there and represent the community in a positive way.
Don't be afraid to fail, because failures add character and color, and it's those imperfections and flaws and mistakes that you make along the way that add to a great story.
We just wanted to bring good food to good people. If you love what you're doing, go do it, because if we can do it, like so can you.
Asian Americans, I'd say, are known as trendsetters on YouTube because there's no like barrier to entry.
You just need to find who you are inside and go forward with it and just show the world what you have.
In terms of Asian representation, it's an important issue, and the more there's a dialogue about it, I think the more progress that can happen.
To ask these questions is really important, but what are the answers, and what are you going to do with the answers to these questions that are the most important thing?
I think that's the only way to change anything, is to just take it and change it yourself.